In 2K22, you might be looking to have a little bit more fun and change things up a bit. I know that some of the standard matches that are in the game, they lose their luster after a while. So today, it's all about custom match types. I'm gonna give you 5 custom matches that you need to make in WWE 2K22. I'm doing all of this from my Xbox, and these ones that I'm just showing you today, they're straightforward, they're simple, but they can add a lot of fun to the game. But also, if you have suggestions and ideas of what match types, custom match types you have done in the game, hit us up in the comments. I'd love to know about it. Okay, let's kick things off with a first blood match. We're doing this as a standard one-on-one match, and it's going to be no holds barred. All of the win conditions need to be turned off. Your pins, 2 out of 3 falls, Iron Man, so on. Everything is off. The only thing that we want to be able to have on is first blood. Super simple, straightforward. You can set the time limit to whatever you like. If you add a time limit in there, it can add a little bit of extra drama if you like that. And the run-ins, do as you wish, depends on the type of fuse you're having. Match finishers, I set this to just having 1 to kick things off. It adds a little bit more to it. Set up the weapons the way you like, name it, and you are all set. It's simple, it's easy to do. You can add all of these matches too in universe mode, by the way. So anything we cover today, you are all set to add it into universe. But First Blood is a lot of fun. Playing a classic match between Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Undertaker, it makes it way more exciting when you're trying to play through these matches. Okay, the next one that's coming up is a lot of fun. I really like doing this match. So I've titled it a Fatal 4-Way Elimination Tag Team Match. So here's how we do it. This is a 8-man match. It's a 4-way tornado tag team. I've set it up for pins and submissions are on. 2 out of 3 falls, Iron Man, KO, turn those off, and the eliminations are on. You can set this to falls count anywhere if you like. You really don't need to because of how the match is structured. The AI just kind of does its own thing, and things can get a little bit hectic too. We don't need a time limit. Set up the finishers for however many you like. I set the default health to high. But when it comes to weapons, because this is a 4-way tag team elimination match, there are no disqualifications. So what I like to do in this case is I set it up basically as a TLC match. I'll add in all of the tables, the ladders, the chairs for all of my weapons, so it can be a lot more fun. This match is messy, it's chaotic because it can go everywhere. You add in more finishers, you could do a ton of stuff all over the place. But the fun part is with this match specifically is that because it's an elimination match, if your tag team partner or yourself get eliminated, your partner is still in the match. So it can be a lot of fun if, for example, your partner gets eliminated early and it's up to you to win the entire elimination tag match. Adds a little more drama and it spices things up for your tag division. The next custom match we have, Beat the Clock Challenge. And I'm adding in a little wrinkle here when it comes to doing a Beat the Clock Challenge tournament. Kind of, as best we can in 2K22. It's very limiting sometimes. Set yourself up for a standard one-on-one match. This is a normal match. Pins and submissions are on, and you want Iron Man to be set as on. Set the time limit for how you like. I keep it low at about 10 minutes because we're trying to knock off as many finishers. We're trying to get as many pins in this match. So is it just a small Iron Man match? Absolutely. But where you can have a little bit more fun and you're taking a little bit more creativity with this is you could set this up in a tournament. Because in tournaments, when you do a new tournament, you can decide what type of matches they will be. You can change up every single match, obviously, that's going to be in your tournament, or you can set it up your way if you want to be able to have it just be one specific type of match. So in this instance, we go to custom matches and we set it up as a Beat the Clock Challenge. We keep the damage retention on, which is great because if you're going to play through your entire tournament, your superstar is going to be beaten up if they keep progressing. And obviously it's all about how many wins they get and then they can move on in the tournament. So once again, it's a mini Iron Man match, Iron Man tournament that you can do, but it's just taking a little bit more creativity and it's having a little bit of more fun, especially if you're streaming and you want to be able to just kind of add a little bit more spice into the matches. All right, the next match we have, this one has been requested in the comments by the community. We did another episode where I was going through the settings and what people were looking at was that they saw that one of the matches that I had displayed in there was a gauntlet match. So I got tons and tons of messages of just like, how did you do a gauntlet? How did you do a gauntlet match? So hence why we're doing this episode. So let me show you. Super simple, easy to do, but a lot of fun. A gauntlet match that I'm making in 2K22 is a handicap match. I set mine up as a 1-on-3 tag match. Pins and submissions are on. 2 out of 3 falls, Iron Man KO is off. You can set your DQ if you want it on or off. I kept mine on. I'm allowing the ring out, but there's no count. And we have eliminations on. Usually I like to give them a match finisher to kick things off. It adds more drama. Weapons I'm not too concerned about, and that's it. I name it a gauntlet match. It's a lot of fun if you tie this in with universe mode. You can add your custom matches in there, like I said. If you go into match table, which we talked about on a previous episode, cheap plug, but if you go into your match table, you can customize it so that certain matches will show up more often. So you can have things like a gauntlet match show up on your regular Raw or SmackDown or on a pay-per-view. So if you jack up the difficulty level and you've got a 3-on-1 handicap match with elimination rules, it's making it a lot more fun. It adds more drama to the match, and you can create some really fun storylines where you're trying to go back, for example, and relive the days of the NWO taking on Goldberg. I got one more match that I want to be able to go through with you today, but if you are enjoying this episode, do me a favor, hit the like button, because that really helps us out here. It helps the YouTube algorithm get us out there into the internet. The last match we have, Championship Scramble match. I'm a big fan of the Championship Scramble match. It was in previous years, and they just took it away from us. So I had to recreate it as best I could with the limitations that I have. This is a 5-man match. And this 5-man match is going to be an Extreme Rules match. Pins and submissions are on. Iron Man is on. You can have false count anywhere on or off. And I set the time limit to 15 minutes for the entire match. Give yourself a finisher to start things off. Set the weapons how you like. And boom, you've got a Championship Scramble match. Yeah, I could have it for a title or non-title. What I will say is that when you are competing and having the Championship Scramble match, it's Iron Man rules. So whoever gets the most pins is declared the winner. But this is a hard match, for me anyways. I suck at video games, but this is a hard match to win, to pull off any pinfalls. If you've got the difficulty up and your sliders have been adjusted, and you keep it to pinfalls in the ring, it can be pretty difficult because the AI is constantly trying to break up the match. That's why I went with a 5-way, because if you add more competitors in there, I don't even know if you'd be able to get one pinfall off. So again, it heightens drama within the match. I make it for a championship, which is really cool, because if you've got like Cody Rhodes has got 2 pinfalls, he's technically going to be your champion. And you limit the time frame in there if you want 15 or 20 minutes like I did. So for all of these, they're simple, they're easy to do. You can do them yourself. You can put them in exhibition. You can put them in your universe mode. You can create some fun tournaments out of it. And if you enjoy this episode, check out this one covering all of the sliders and adjusting your settings and your match table in universe 2. And I'll see you on the next episode.